Good afternoon, everybody. Crazy T's first, and as a point, Crazy T is the closest to Timmy in the standings. You are now to 6 points. You're only 4 behind Timmy. How are you doing? Right, since Resident Evil 4 is coming out, or the Resident Evil 4 Remake, should I say, is coming out in a few weeks, I want to play with Resident Evil 0 because it's probably the one I've played the least. I just want to kind of get in the mood, as it were. I'm going to do it on easy because from what I remember of this one, this is the really bally, achy one. It's also the one where, story-wise, pisses me off, to be quite frank. I don't know what the alternate controls would be.
A Midwestern town in America, Raccoon City.
Guy doing his best James Earl Jones impression.
Rockfort Island, an island that would become the second Raccoon City, Sheena Island. There are still many unanswered questions about these seemingly unrelated yet intensely traumatic events. Though it is believed that the International Enterprise umbrella was somehow involved, little is known as to the origin of this faceless corporation. When was it established? By whom?
So,
and how was the T-virus created?
The big problem I have with Resident Evil 0 is the character Rebecca Chambers, who I feel like is the most plot hole of plotty plot holes I've seen in video games. I don't understand how someone goes from being so capable in Resident Evil 0 to being absolutely fucking useless in Resident Evil 1. It makes zero sense. I just realised I haven't brought stream preview up. That doesn't count, I just forgot to do it first, but hi Axe. I should have redeemed that first, so that one doesn't count. Now the timer starts. I just got caught up getting my porridge and cup of coffee. So I apologise, Axe. Oh, come on, for fuck's sake, load up. Were you paying attention? Or is it just because you came in and you looked at all the buttons first thing like you normally do?
What are you doing here?
I'm okay, Chrissy. Thank you very much for asking. So yeah, Rebecca Chambers is essentially, along with Billy Cohen, who you'll see in the game, the de facto star of Resident Evil 0. Which makes sense because, you know, she's one of the few, which I think, other than Barry, and obviously Chris and Jill, the survivors of the original Resident Evil. However, that said, I think it would have made more sense for it to be Enrico, who you actually do find alive in Resident Evil 1, but then he's instantly murdered.
Captain, look.
This guy here. And you just take Rebecca Chambers out of it as a character altogether.
What happened?
Because, like I said, she makes no sense so that she's so capable here, and then, at least in the story, I know this came out after Resident Evil 1, at least in the story is then so useless in Resident Evil 1. But also, if you do a bit of research, the reason Rebecca Chambers is such a crappy character in Resident Evil 1 is the original writer is apparently quite the misogynist, and doesn't like writing strong female characters, which is why Jill constantly gets saved by Barry.
Alright everyone, let's separate and survey the area. Our friend is brutal and ruthless. Keep your guard up.
So I'd just take Rebecca Chambers out of it. I'd have Enrico or Richard probably the two of them instead of Billy, because Billy doesn't ever figure into the game canon ever again. You can't fire the guy who created the thing. What are you going to do? Take it off him? I mean, he's probably gone now. I don't know how much he has involvement, but... yeah. Mid to late 90s. Let's not act like it. I mean, it's still fucking privileged there. Let's not joke. But yeah, you take Rebecca and Billy out of it, and you just make it Richard and Rico be the guys in Resident Evil 0. And but they say, just don't do the game. Because even how they start explaining stuff, it's just kind of like, oh, this is the best you could come up with. So it plays alright, but really, you just kind of like, eh. I think back when this came out, I just liked it because I was thirsty for more Resident Evil, and it wasn't Resident Evil 5.
Identify yourself. Is someone there?
The government has announced that tested evidence of uncommon. But as of 2 years ago, when several plants were shut, the local government stepped in and took over.
What just happened? I thought they were dead.
What I will say as well is when it comes to the Resident Evil canon, and you kind of have to do this for yourself because the game never ever tells you which way round these things actually happened. For me, Jill is the one who is the quote-unquote hero of Resident Evil 1. Because if you take Rebecca out of it, which I liked her, and by doing that, she's not a character, she doesn't factor in to Jill's playthrough at all. And it kind of, I mean, it doesn't need explaining per se, but I feel like Chris's hate boner for Wesker would be further explained if he was the one who directly got double crossed by Wesker and put in the cell in Resident Evil 1. Now, granted, they're all going to hate Wesker, but Chris seems to have particular hate boner for Wesker. And it seems to be mutual. So if you go by Jill's playthrough, Resident Evil 0 can be completely discounted. Rebecca can be completely discounted. We get a strong female heroine, even if Barry does occasionally have to step in, but, you know, it's not like you don't end up fronting up to Barry at some point as well. And then, yeah, like I said, Chris's hate boner is more reasoned. Barry figures into Resident Evil Revelations 2, so he comes back as a character. I think he even comes back, like in the original version of Resident Evil 3, he's the helicopter pilot that rescues you. So he's a recurring character. So by doing the Jill playthrough, you have that continuation as well. Even the save room music on this one isn't as good. In a way, I wish I had like unlimited funds to just go up to Capcom and say, look, I'll finance it. I want to present a version of Resident Evil which just explains all of it, tidies it all up. We know who does what and who's who. From beginning of Resident Evil 1 to the end of Resident Evil 3. I cannot carry this item right now. I can't remember if this is for this door here or the dining cart.
Billy. Lieutenant Cohen.
So, you seem to know me. Been fantasizing about me, have you?
You're the prisoner that was being transferred for execution.
Oh God!
Those
And even
soldiers
back,
outside.
you know, this was like.
Oh, I see. You're with Stars.
Yeah, in retrospect, it wasn't that
No
much
offense, honey,
lot
but
later,
your kind
so
seem to want me around. So, I'm afraid our little
very
chat time
one-dimensional
is over.
characters.
Wait! You're under arrest.
No thanks, Dollface. I've already worn handcuffs.
I could shoot, you know.
I could shoot, you know, but I'm as bad as much use as a chocolate teacup.
Edward! Are you alright? What happened?
Edward, who looks suspiciously like Richard,
Worse than we can't.
and Wesker.
We must be careful, Rebecca.
He's Witchard.
The forest is full of zombies and monsters.
Zombies and monsters.
Down, boy. Couldn't see it. That is the beauty of this game, style of the game, with the camera angles. So yeah, there are other things I'd like to have that.
With the flute up his
Hey, Ace.
Ralph Wiggum.
That's some nice
Never mind.
Enrico! Hello? Can you read me? Please respond.
Rebecca, I can hear you. Now listen up. We've obtained detailed information on the fugitive from a document found in the wrecked wagon. Billy Cullen killed as many as 23 people. Over.
23 people.
We have also confirmed that he was institutionalized, so keep your guard up. Can you hear me, Rebecca? Over.
Stop being useless.
You wouldn't think twice before killing him.
Enrico! Captain! Hello? Hello?
All things being equal, this would be so far down the list of Resident Evil games I play, but I've played most of the others on the stream before, and I didn't want to do a repeat. I might have played it for like 5 minutes on the stream. I really can't remember, but not done a full.
It's gonna be dangerous from here on in. Why don't we cooperate?
Cooperate with you?
Put your gun up, you stupid
Listen, little
bitch!
girl, if you
He's a
hadn't noticed,
killer!
there's some pretty freaked out things on this train. And I, for one, want to get out of here. I don't think we stand a chance doing it alone.
You expect me to trust you, a wanted felon? I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own. And don't call me little girl.
All right, Miss Do-It-Yourself. What should I call you?
It's
The
where
name is Rebecca Chambers,
and there's a
but
reason
that's
for it.
Officer Chambers to you.
I really
Well,
dislike
Rebecca,
the
why don't you go and try
the
while I
Japanese
wait here?
style of storytelling and narrating in most cases, because it's done from a completely different way of how a story should be told, and it's hammed up on purpose. And this is why I love, and I really hope it continues with the Resident Evil 4 remake. To be quite frank, they've westernised some of the sensibilities of the dialogue and stuff. There's none of this, oh, exposition! It's that shit be happening, run, bitch! A perfect example is go take Marvin from the
Sir.
original Resident Evil 2, which I still maintain is one of the best games ever made, and put him against, or like his performance side by side with Marvin from the remake, which is also one of the best games ever made, and it's night and day. If this was a bad game, it would get panned in the same way Resident Evil 5 and 6 do. And by the way, I still maintain Resident Evil 6 is better than Resident Evil 5. I will die on that fucking hill.
Are you okay?
Because I haven't played the Chris and Jake parts of Resident Evil 6 yet. And everyone goes, that's what lets it down. But everyone also goes, the Leon bit is good, which it is. Whereas all of Resident Evil 5 is bad. It's not madness, it's the truth. I'm just spitting facts.
Who is that guy?
What's going on? Who's controlling the train?
Go and check out the first engine car. Listen, we gotta cooperate with each other from now on. You got that?
Listen to the man,
I don't.
Clue
you
it,
dumb
girl.
bitch.
Or maybe you like being worried.
Clearly is the context here.
All right. But you
No
just
one clip that
said
out of
I
fucking
will.
context or I will hunt you down and I will fucking castrate you.
Fine. Now take these with you. If you find anything, give me a call. All right?
Trying to remember how we do all this. Because 4 attributes, combine herbs, weak defense. Use a mixy set to combine chemicals. Strong offense, cannot combine herb, it can push large objects. Oh, I thought he's the bad guy. He's not. He's not the bad guy. But he's literally... It's like they made a character for the sake of making a character. There's no reason for Billy to exist as a thing in Resident Evil. In the same way, there's no reason for I want to go down through the gaping hole in the roof. There's no real reason for Steve to exist as a character in Resident Evil Code Veronica. Right, we'll start going back the other way then. Oh, can I go past actually? It's been so long since I played this. I think the last time I played this and like played it to finish it, it was on GameCube. Especially after this game because it never appears again. Exactly it. That's exactly it. And Steve never becomes a thing again. Like, at least they set it up like there might be something with Steve. But he just disappears. Because Billy does rank kind of... Why won't you switch character? Screw it. Right, so they've moved it a button on here. And they didn't update the instructions. Billy's less annoying than Steve in terms of the Resident Evil canon because he's less annoying than Steve. Steve, and I appreciate this is coming from someone who's in the middle of complaining a lot right at this moment, is the whiniest fucking bitch. Right, Steve got on him. Not a lot. I'll tell you what, one thing they did do well in this is they remember that they're on a moving train with these pre-rendered backgrounds, so they actually put some motion into them. Right, so now we need to go back to Rebecca. It's a key, you could put another thing in there. There's so much Resident Evil that you just put up with for the sake of its gameplay. The fact that a key takes up the same amount of space as a fucking pistol in your inventory. Right, I'll give him that. I don't think I can split my ammo in inventory. I have to do it. Yeah, you can't just split it, which is annoying. I think you can split it once they're next to each other. But until then, you're kind of stuck with it. Oh, not from the other side. Oh, I think I know where I'm going. No, that's right. He did. Could you imagine though a game which just went from 1 to 3 non-stop and just told the whole story and you got your money's worth out of it, and they tightened all the mechanics, so it's like, is there crimson heads, is there not crimson heads, are there pale heads, do you do the switching thing, do you do chests? Oh, didn't me do that. And that's why that should still be on the select button. It's too easy to tap the other one. I'm not going to take those yet. Mediterranean style shrimp and carpaccio roast chicken. Let's not do this yet, because if it's what I think it is, I am not equipped for that yet. So I can't go through there. I haven't got the ribbons to save in there. Ugh. Can't go through there. I never did check if the oh, it finally loaded in. Stupid thing. Basically, there's an ice pick somewhere, and I need it. Now, my thought is it might be where I don't want to go, but I need to be able to fight that thing. Axe says, IT sent a cable to our receptionist to replace behind one of our meeting rooms mounted TV. They expected her to make the change. I don't know if they thought it through because they basically expected a tiny woman to lift a £50 TV off the wall with two short cables set on the ground, make the change and put it back. Well, I think the clear answer is no, they did not think it through. Oh, bollocks to it. I'm going to have to go that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Rebecca to drop the ink ribbons down. Save it. And then if worst comes worst, I'm not backtracking all the way. By the way, Axe, Thursday I am planning to get hopped up on my energy drink so I can join in. I'll only be able to join in with Goose fuck off though. I don't think Golf with Friends is crossplay, and I don't think it's on Game Pass anymore anyway. You know, sometimes I get these ideas in my head about doing Resident Evil games back to back, but after the remake fiasco, I feel like I overestimate my abilities. But part of me would love to sit down on like a Saturday and just go, I don't know, 0 through 4, and just see if it's fucking doable. Damn it. How are you doing? See, that's what I didn't want to happen. So I feel like I may need to either just turn around and run or reload the game. Bye. I spent all last... I assume that means last night fighting with my gaming PC. I'm not doing too bad. The workouts are kicking my ass. Hey, Iceman. How you doing? I need to drop some shit then. I'm glad you're in a great mood, but why in particular you're in a great mood? No, they can't. I check. That's like I was trying to change the power supply. My God, it took me hours. You know, I've never built my own gaming PC. I've never done it. I thought I had 2 slots. Oh. Apparently this door does not open. Right, so... It's on my team, but he's 2 weeks yesterday. Addition my subtraction is the same. You mean the guy who... The incident we discussed the other week? He went snooping. Got him! I think. Yeah, he's become non-corporeal, that means I got him. I do mean the same guy. Cool. Well, he's gone then. Why are here? Would you guys be like? Did you hear what I said, Axe? I literally referenced that 5 minutes ago. Right. So what I need to do now is the ice pick. Right, I feel like there's going to be a way to do this so I don't leave shit behind. Sorry, I was helping lift the TV off. Oh, right, is that when you were doing... Right, fair enough. So what I did say was Goose Duck, yes. But I don't think anything else will be in my remit. Goose Duck is not an intensive game, you know, a resource intensive game to play. If this thing can fucking play it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it is on phone. I think that's how I... Was it Among Us originally? I know I played one with you guys on the phone. I think it might have been back when you were doing Among Us instead. Oh, my body. Send that up. I'm going to go back and get some other things, because I'm sure at some point it becomes a thing of, you've left these behind, you ain't getting them back. You know what I recommend, Crazy T, when it comes to your migraines? Start eliminating things one at a time out of your diet. And by that, I don't mean, you know, don't eat cakes and shit like that. I mean, there's the oddest things at times set migraines off. I knew a girl when I was growing up, she started getting migraines all of a sudden, and it turns out she had a problem with orange. So basically orange flavouring. I don't know if it was a flavouring thing rather than the actual orange or something, but yeah, she couldn't have like orange soda or anything like that, but she could have like Coke, fine. But yeah, orange flavoured things would give her a migraine. Pick it up then, you dipstick. Got that. Kel loves orange soda. It bugs me that Keenan and Kel isn't on DVD or something like that. I'm not drinking my perfumes and stress from. I mean, I limit my sugar. Yeah, but what I'm saying it's not necessarily sugar. It could be something you've never even thought of, something completely innocuous. And stress, I'd say it's probably more likely stress, if I'm honest.
Fuckers. How you doing, boys?
Hey, then, getting old sucks. I always have to watch what I eat now to see how my body reacts. You see, I get what you're saying, but I think also part of that is you just realise what you were flat out ignoring earlier in life. It probably bothered you, but you were so fucking energetic that... Oh, I haven't pulled the thing out there. Yeah, we all think we are invincible when we're young, don't we? Oh, should I not take that? I did not.
If it's a stress headache, it will be primarily on the back of the head. It tends to become if it's more of a migraine, it could be light sensitivity. Which is an eye test. Or caffeine.
Axe says I'm still invincible, runs in traffic.
Nobody's in the way.
Was there something shiny there? Was it just... No, it's just the light passing there. Right, let's go meet back up with Billy. I'm gonna give it until the next kind of story beat, and then I'll engage in an edition of There Can Be Only One. I think it's just a word because I don't have these issues when I'm away from my computer and desk. dull, maybe something about sensitivity, or is that what I heard? Sensitivity to light. So it could very well just be that your it's screen time. Or how you sat, who knows? The human body is weird and wonderful and shit in equal order. All the back problems I was having, and I tried stretching and mobility and weightlifting, and then it turns out it was all being undone by the fact that my car seat was too low. Once I adjusted my seating position, I stopped having the same back problem. I have different back problems like everyone else does, you know, if I overexert or anything like that, but in the main, touch wood, seems to have resolved itself. Same with sitting here as well. I'm very conscious to keep my hips level or higher than my knees. I don't know, I do want to be Billy actually. Gotta step back a bit for a meeting. Be right back. Okay, Axe, see you in a bit. I maintain you could have done that with something else. That's clearly going to have something in it at some point, isn't it? Told you! I've got Loaf Cat here. Yeah, they can't see you. Loaf of Cat. Do I need anything going to help you with, Pudder? Or you just want to be like a parrot? No, take the... Actually, yes, take it and use it. Oh,
Quick!
sorry.
Change the channel!
Thank you. Son of a...
Do. Oh, your body.
It's why my body hurts.
Oh, boy, sure you. Oh.
Yeah, my arms are dead.
Oh, your body, you.
Keep pressing the wrong fucking button.
The cat.
Kitty says hi.
Hello. I'm getting ready for an opera.
Yeah, Doll is legitimately going to the opera tonight. Asked me, what should I wear for an opera? It's like, have you fucking seen me? Which bra should I wear? How the fuck will I know? I see. Oh, down with the inventory space. Right. How do I set them up to run as a team now? There was a way to do it. That's it. Follow me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hello. What be this? Rouge wine. Rouge wine. There's something else on the floor that's shining and I can't see what it is. Oh, it's just more wine. Oh my god, the aiming on this is nowhere near as quick as it is in Resident Evil 1. Like, they literally downgraded it. I've gone too far. I think it's this car, actually. I have a long time ago. Like, literally, it was out on GameCube. That's when I last properly played it. Oh, fuck's sake. So it might as well be a brand new, not completely brand new, but, you know. Long enough that I'm not going to remember everything. Um... What we got here then? I assume it's the card that we need to get out of here. Groovy. Oh, so you can share bullets. No, not all. Damn it. I don't think I need the hook shot again now. But watch me be wrong on that front. Definitely don't need a knife.
Come on!
Okay.
Look, leave the room, you sod. If I don't guard that way, I don't have to fight him. I know who's around that corner. Use?
This is Delta G.
Umbrella.
Team, we have gained control of the train. Over.
Understood.
This does not make any sense. How was the T-virus leaked? And why did it contaminate both the lab and the mansion, as well as a train almost 3 miles away?
That's irrelevant. We must make sure no knowledge of this gets out. Destroy the train. Completely. How far away are you from the nearest branch line?
About 10 minutes to...
What happened?
I mean, leachified.
Now prepare yourselves for an audio journey into the
It's been a while since we've had that one.
center of adrenaline. Bam.
I skipped the scene because we can't hear it anyway. I can't be asked trying to find you about getting them other bullets. Later, boys. Did you put that on, Kitty? Because I'm wearing my Goku hoodie. Turn and fight him, you bastard! I probably should have played now instead of earlier, my bad. I'm not losing sleep over it. Five. How do I enter in zeros? What's the how? Oh, I see. You got to do the right. Add it up to 67. Right. That makes sense.
Billy, I've engaged the control device for the brake. Over.
Roger, I'll put the brake on now.
Pick up the fucking bullets so I can see Hank. Ah. 36. 10. 20. 30. 10, 20, 30. There we go.
You know what?
Huh? See, this is where you've got to ask the question. If this happened regardless of what I did, what was beating the timer about? Oh, you got some on already.
Rebecca? Rebecca?
I'm here.
Are you alright? Hey, you managed to stop the train.
No, you didn't manage to stop the train. The end of the line stopped the train, you idiot. Yay. What was the gasoline for then? Ran. Oh, can you make mollies? Is that what it is? Oh, definitely not going that way. You got some inventory space left? You do. Might as well take the herbs with us. Convenient how the train crashed and all the items that were on the train that I didn't pick up landed in the same spot.
You stay here.
Okay.
Follow me.
Yeah.
Follow me. Right, I do believe I said when we got to story beat. I'd rather never listen to either again. Nope. Game audio. Oh no, I found it. It's a Snoopy mascot robbing people at gunpoint on this song. Yeah. Put it in Discord. It's a draw at a moment.
How?
I gotta love how they didn't update the cutscenes, so they're fuzzy as fuck.
The Umbrella Research Center?
They're not sued for HD TVs.
The first general
I've cast my
manager,
vote.
Dr. James Marcus.
Who on earth are those people?
She's just a rookie, a member of STARS.
What about the male?
I'm unfamiliar with him.
Attention. This is Dr. Marcus. Please be silent as we reflect upon our company motto.
See, here's the thing. If you're going to put another character in at this point,
Discipline breeds unity. Unity breeds
it would probably be better if this was Steve or whoever. Yeah, Billy was the Steve role in Resident Evil Code Veronica.
T-virus in the mansion. Needless to say, I contaminated the train too.
What?
California wins.
On Umbrella.
Right. So,
Dr. Marcus?
I have missed a load.
10 years ago,
But as it stands, through to the next round is 2 Unlimited No Limit, Was Not Was Walk the Dinosaur, Snow Informer, Fragmatoca's Miracle, which I will play the proper version of next time, Rob Basic Takes 2, Meredith Brooks Bitch, Culture Beat, Mr. Vane, Spin Doctors 2 Princes, They Might Be Giants, You're Not the Boss, and Phantom Planet California. And looking down the bracket, one of those is going to be a fucking close match. Or it should be anyway.
I know it isn't that, but every time I hear the other one, that's what I think of. something to do with the name of Culture Beat and the name of whoever did the Americana song?
Yolanda? Yolanda or something like that?
I don't know, something. I just
Papa Americano.
my brain
Do,
just
do.
messes it all up.
California in my Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. God, I don't even know if I could do that. California! Gal! Gal! Put the cookie down! No!
I don't have any cookies.
Why not?
Not putting it down. Let it be my face.
Really? I should probably just leave them there, because I can only use them with the typewriter, so I might as well just leave it with the typewriter. In my opinion, everyone should be able to do at least one Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, a very specific one. Everyone should be able to go, get down! I assume that's where we came out of. Those things are fucking annoying. I wonder what to do for the next thing of because it'll be way down the road, but I like to plan ahead. Of there can be only one. What, there can be only one card? Now you're fucking. That's that's a lot. At least with one is very definable. Oh, you can't do that, that's right. Wrong button. Let's combine those though. I'm gonna have to stand up and have a pee in a minute. So we went in there. Just so I don't just run off and people wonder, you know. You don't know. They could be dumb. Right, so apparently that thing just wants to live in there. Right. Pea and protein shake time.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou.
Max really doesn't like Caillou. Look like that does. We're gonna get okay, you.
So we have missing some chat here. Kitty Troll Axe says why Iceman has not seen this one.
Yeah. Max really doesn't like Caillou.
All got the tea yesterday. It was the first thing I did after the stream finished. Shake. Ah!
Jesus, you frightened the crap out. Apologise to the cat.
She doesn't give a shit. She's puts there. That's what I'm talking about.
What?
You mean that thing exploding?
What have you got in the fridge? You smell like you've got sex chicken in there, but I know you haven't.
It's some sandwich. You know, I had the chicken tikka yesterday.
Yeah.
It's one that just says hot and spicy. It's not hot or spicy. And for the sake of saving 20p, I wish I'd just bought plain chicken breast. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Why does that not look?
Show shaking his bottom maniacally bukkake. I mean, I hope that just doesn't happen as in the lid comes off, because that would have been a fucking disaster. Of all the things you can spill in life, milk. Oh god.
R.I.P. Mosaic Hamburg.
Oh dear. Right.
I do like that blue though. That's a nice
Yeah.
blue.
Let's be honest, it's teal.
It's nice.
You stop trying to hit me with a nice blue.
I'm not. I'm playing with cat.
Oh, we can't go that way.
Bonk. Oh, I hope you like a cat, because that was 4 hours wasted. Losing my touch.
We've got here.
Whoa, she caught it. Oh, no.
You know, I fight this thing in Dark Souls.
I think I'll stick.
It's another shotgun.
I'll stick to my Goku flowers. I had not realised until I started that they are literally Goku flowers. No!
I don't need to exchange bullets at all. Oh, I don't know what to take.
You eventually moved the Goku flowers on the floor because she thought I was playing and she wanged it on the floor. No, still! And now it's on the floor again. Can I have it back, please, before she ruins it? And that's another 2 days' worth of work ruined.
Here, play with this bit. Oh, try not to pull the laptop off the table. What's this bit? No, you want the bit that Mum was working on, don't you?
Yeah, that sounds about fucking
You don't
right.
want this bit, no?
Nope.
Here, have a scarf. I want to pick up this other shot. Is it a better shotgun? Headshot. Have a kazoo. Can we use the computer though? The microfilm. Microfilm. So where have I been thus far? Yeah, it's a proper Resident Evil game. We need a crank. Them's the rules. You need a crank and one character has a lighter. Damn it! Move, you useless lump. Here's a question for people, and you can get involved on this one as well, babe. Has bitch become a genderless term?
Yes and no. Yes in who it's aimed at, no in its intent.
Fair enough.
The female insults are still seen as that when thrown at males because you're implying they're weak. Weak ass pussy ass bitch.
Actually, see, this is the thing. Along with, you know, respecting pronouns, which I just do anyway, even though I do make mistakes, like anyone does, I'm trying to be less gender specific in when I do use an insult.
Equal opportunity hate.
It's like you say though. It's that whole thing about pussy
agree.
and all that.
It's
So
just
I tend to just use wimp or, but then I always go wuss, just derivative of pussy, and it's when kids couldn't say pussy. I like to be the biggest bitch ever is Caillou, so I don't use it in a gender context.
Like I said, it's genderless in terms of who you aim it at. The intent behind it is still very much rooted in gender stereotypes because it's seen as weak, inferior, wimp, wuss, are both sissy. They're all the same sort of thing.
Well, I would say wimp. Excuse me. Characteristically was always kind of used. I don't ever remember it being used in relation to girls. It was just generally as like weedy, weak. not. It doesn't. I don't remember gender having a role in wimp.
But it does though, because if you call a boy a
I
wimp,
can't get that way.
which is an updated version of a mama's boy or a sissy boy, it's because they've got feminine. They're not strong. They're not masculine. To be wimp-ish or a wimp or a worse is to be not strong and be feminine.
No. See, now this is yes, not strong, and I will use that in contexts where people, and this is to use the old phrase which I would not use. People need to quote unquote man up, where they need to be strong and stop being. Yeah, and this is where the thing comes in, and I feel like wimp is the only word I've got left.
But you see how where the derivative of the word and the connotation.
Well, this is the thing. I'm trusting that you've got the correct etymology of the word wimp. I don't know if that is the correct etymology. I'm not saying you're definitely wrong. I'm not saying you're definitely right.
I'm sure it is.
How many fucking Twitch streams are going to go on about the etymology of words today? And not just 360 no scope.
We'll just find out Susie Dent's got her own channel. I'd watch that.
You know what? Because I like wordplay. It should. Susie Dent had her own channel. It should be leaving a mark with Susie Dent. We've got terms of space. So let's drop them for a second. Grab these ink ribbons and have a save.
Right, so wuss comes from the Middle English wuss or wose, which is the Old English for juice or sap, so sappy.
See, I thought wuss was basically just the combination of wuss, wimp and pussy.
No.
So wuss is perfectly acceptable then?
I mean, it isn't, but it's...
Why is it not?
Because it's still... You're still inferring that the person that you're is a coward. Why not just call them a coward?
Because that's not always what we're on about.
But that's what it means. Literally what it means. And wimp, there's no definitive, but it's generally held that wimp. I don't know how much I trust this, because no disrespect, but it's...
Now prepare yourselves for an audio journey into the white hot
Right, I'm going with wimp then.
center of adrenaline. Bam.
Thundering across the stars to save the universe from the monster minds. Jace searches for his father to unite the magic root and lead his Lightning League to victory over the changing form of Sawboss. Wheeled warriors
this is such an appropriate music for this game, by the way.
Strikes.
I hear you because of Jace and Wheeled Warriors. Nobody's been in my head for a while. You just go on YouTube for yourself. It's me now I can hear myself think.
So, this is why I caution, because words related to wimp. So in the current social vernacular, you have coward, crybaby, pushover, baby, chicken, jellyfish, never heard of, loser, namby-pamby, pansy, sissy, wuss, cream puff, fraidy cat, mama's boy, scaredy cat, wussy.
I mean, yeah, you could go that these are words that other people use, but it's not the etymology of the word, and it's not how I'm intending it. So therefore, I'm gonna feel comfortable using that word when someone needs to just, to be quite frank, grit it out at some training and stop being like, oh, it hurts. It's like, yeah, it's meant to hurt. So it gets. And, you know, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking knuckle dragger here. When it comes to exercise, at a certain point, it has to hurt for you to get stronger. If it doesn't hurt, you're not training, therefore, you're getting any stronger or faster.
I mean, how is using the word wimp any different from using the word snowflake?
I mean, you can say that about any word which is derogatory at the end of the day. Some knob's going to use both interchangeably.
I just think it's probably a better way of saying it, but you do.
Well, if you find one, then tell me. No, seriously, I mean, I'm not saying that in an nasty way. If you find one, tell me.
I guess it all just depends on the.
No pain, no gain, isn't that what they say, Sherry?
I mean, to say, yeah, isn't there a better way of like say back? You know, like the whole thing is diamonds are made from pressure.
I'm not going into that when I'm in the middle of trying to keep 15 people focused. I ain't got time to go that way.
But I personally don't think that calling someone a wimp in front of 14 other people is particularly conducive.
Well, no, but then you have to give me the credit as a teacher to know who I can say that to and who can take it, and when it's done in jest. You know what I mean? I would never out and out call someone a wimp, but when I know someone's just being a bit soft on that particular day, and I know they can push harder.
Well, then say that then. Stop being soft. I know you can push harder. There you go. You just answered your own question.
I suppose I could use soft, yeah.
Yeah, you literally just answered your own thing. That's far more acceptable, and there's no hint of any derogatory term there. It's literally you're being soft, you're giving up. You know, push harder. I know you can.
Which way am I fucking going in? I think we're going to have to send someone up in the... They're going to have to split up, I think.
I'm only saying it because we've all had those teachers who speak to you like that and you just like, fuck off.
Yeah, but then, you know, there's one... I feel like with most things, it's how you do it and how often you do it, you know? And I'm definitely not a person who's stick over carrot. I believe you use both in equal measure.
I know, I'm just saying I feel like naturally you've just found your own answer.
The other one I do like is going, oh, diddums. Which I don't know if that translates.
Let's split up.
Okay.
For those across the pond. Chrissy says, but isn't that the same as lazy, doll? Well, either way, lazy isn't a derogatory either.
I'd rather someone call me lazy than a wimp.
And also, being lazy is not acceptable in exercise either. So, you know, either way, you're doing the right thing. Stop being lazy.
Lazy is genderless. Lazy is a state of being or not being.
I need to go get that.
In my opinion. It doesn't have any connotation whatsoever.
I toot my own horn that I know what buttons to push with what people. I know how to treat different students, you know, in the martial arts sense. Obviously, I'm not a teacher. Some people need more encouragement. Some people need a kick up the arse. And what you'll find as well is, and this is personal experiences, people can argue the toss with me, I don't care, it's just what I found. Where it generally comes in is as young kids get to teenagers. When they get to that point, that's when you have to start being firmer and going, right, no, it's not easy. Get over it. Yep, saw that coming.
Can I come too?
Hey, Janice. I think it's crazy with adults. There's two ways of looking at it. Number one, I can talk to an adult, and it's just true. And again, people can argue the toss with me, but I've been doing this for years. I can talk to an adult in a far more measured way and say, this is you doing X, Y, Z, and you need to push through it. And an adult will respond in a way a teenager won't. They'll just go, yeah, I've just listened to you, and it's gone one ear out the other. The other side of it is as well, with an adult, is to be quite frank, if I have to keep fucking telling you you're an adult, I'm not going to keep telling you. It's on you. Kids are kids, teenagers, you need to push them along. But, adults, particularly if you fucking paid money to be there, I will help anyone, you know, get along their journey and what I do. But I'm not doing the fucking work for you, and I'm not holding your hand. I will lead the horse to water, I'm not going to force it to drink.
Why is all this happening?
I just shit it's in my head at times. Right, let's go back and get those Molotov cocktails. Just a random conversation. It's like I said yesterday when I was playing Apex Legends, and I actually had quite a good stream, even though people don't tend to like Apex Legends. At this point, does the game matter that much? You know, I'm trying to foster a place where people can just talk about things that are on their head, on their mind rather, and just, you know, come and hang out. So, yeah.
Going back to your thing about words, as we always come back to, context is everything.
Yeah, I hate that context is lost on so much stuff.
So, you know what context you're doing it in, and you know the intent and delivery thereof. And as long as you can hold your head up and go, that's not how I meant it, then you do.
Like, and this is kind of an example I always use. A friend can come up to me and say in a very jovial manner, you fat bastard. And I'll take it that way, and, you know, we'll laugh, whatever. If a stranger says it in the right tone of voice, he's probably getting punched in the throat. Or in the wrong tone of voice, should say.
You bastard.
Also, there's literally nothing wrong.
Halfway. I'm making the progress, I'm not there. But, you know. And it's just why, without going too much into it, I dislike the way comedy is being ruined. Because you can tell when someone's saying something as an observation and being humorous, and you can tell when someone's saying it and they actually hold a certain belief. And the way I always look at it is, how does that person actually behave in their day-to-day life? How often do they bang on about the subject? And is the joke funny? You know?
I mean, humor's subjective, so...
Yeah, but I mean, you and I have had conversations before about how Frankie Boyle just says offensive shit for shock value.
I'll go check over there.
Okay.
Right.
It's like, have you actually thought through what you're saying?
Let's regroup.
No, 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 no.
Let's split up.
Okay.
And what is it if you just coming out and going, shock value, you know what I mean?
I suppose. But then you've got the other side of it where you really, you know, think Dave Chappelle's funny.
Not anymore, I don't.
No, but you did, and even back then, I don't get it.
Why do I feel like... pick up the bullets. There we go. Damn it! Not all of them. I think there's baboons around here. Bababooey, bababooey. Oh, there's so much shit I can't pick up. What do I do here? You really did go F your inventory space on this one. Oh, you are shitting me. Hmm. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go save it again. Oh, didn't do that. Mm-hmm.
We need to leave here probably about 6:15.
Right. When does it start?
We've got to go pick Fizzy up. I'm meeting people in the at 7:15.
Okay.
But it doesn't start till 7:30.
Right. So just get here for 7:15, basically.
Fizzy and I,
Yeah. Wrong button.
Would it be a good idea for me to order food so I can eat it?
Yes.
Because otherwise, you'd have to literally start.
Yes, and it wouldn't necessarily be done. You don't want to be.
It would be done, but I don't really.
Yeah, exactly. Where did I fucking go then? This is where I'm going to be glad I saved it.
Do you want a drink or a wrap or anything?
No, I've got my food. I'm good.
Do you want a drink or anything?
Oh, you could just unlock, for fuck's sake. Oliver just stands there like a fucking idiot. Well,
About 1 o'clock half struck.
yeah.
Come on.
Roger.
I think. No, I'm gonna leave him there for now because I could just. It gives me inventory space. I'm pretty sure I'll get a wing to put on that to even it out. Now I can go get those grenade rounds.
And then get ready for the opera.
Opera.
Opera. I wonder how many people don't believe I'm going to the opera tonight.
I barely believe it.
Okay.
I think I probably want this.
Where would I be going instead?
No. Strip club? Of course you can't carry this item now. Why would you be able to carry this item now? Even more accessible. Cutscene. Shouldn't the cage have fallen back down on it? Don't know how I didn't shoot Rebecca there.
Rebecca!
Rebecca!
Are you alright?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for missing me with that shotgun. From a range where I probably would have got pelted with buckshot.
How can you say you went to go and see John Wick 4 on the same day as you?
It will be a good day. But yes. What doors are unlocked here? Which room now? Let's go downstairs first. Can barely carry it. Until I know what it is, I'm not going to pick it up. I mean, I know it's light fluid, but I don't know what it's for. Excuse me, sir. Shit. Right, now we'll try upstairs. Tragedy in paying attention, but it doesn't work. What, it's saying it hasn't timed out yet? Oh! Right, sorry. I know what that is. This road is temporarily out of stock. Huh? Oh, right. How it is. Right. So, Axe, this is my oversight. I apologise. You'll get the point. If someone else could activate it for me, that would be fantastic, please. But what it is I set it to 1 per user. I should have set it to 2. So I will do that. But I'm going to give you the point, Axe. Because you have brought it up. So I set it timed, but I also set it 1 per user on the proviso that obviously I would be the first person to do it. And I forgot to do it, and you did. The first time. But I'm going to give you the point. There we go. So if someone else could just redeem that for me, please. Much appreciated. Can't go through that door. Nope. It shouldn't say out of stock. Right, hold on. Let me go to the actual dashboard and see.
Someone else has already done it.
Fewer rewards. Hold on. Edit. Has someone else done it? Because there isn't a per user thing on it. It says 2 per stream. And it hasn't been redeemed twice. So there's actually nothing wrong with how it's set up. That's what I'm doing now. It's saying that as well. Yeah. Ah, well, you've got the point regardless, Axe. So it'll sort itself out next time. Technology. think I need to light this fire. No. So you can climb over it, you useless. Right, now where was that clock?
Come on!
Yeah.
Excuse me. What's in here? Nope, this is where the lift was. It really is like playing this for the first time again. Like, I vaguely know what's going to happen, but remembering where everything is just completely out of the question. No, not in here. Really did love their mansions at this time. So I think I've got to go across the landing. You give a monkey a knife, does that make it a staboon? wasted on you people. Right, I picked up a note at some point telling me what to do here. I'm not rising to that. $8:15. It's not a code, it's a time. Oh, no. No, that's right. There we go. Well played, Axe. Right, 10 minutes left. How much more can we get done? Oh, wait in the wrong door. Shit. Not very much if I went in the wrong door. When does the opera finish?
I'm not sure. I think I've read on the thing that it's about 9 o'clock.
Just thinking I may, let's take a few hours to stream some Apex while you're out. Do a double stream day. moon bows to the earth swells loyal to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, the point to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to heaven. There's another microphone. So I think what I'm going to do now, because it'll be a whole thing, is save it here, wrap up the stream, and then the microfilms will have to go where this other door is locked, I imagine. Oh, where this other door was locked, should I say. Just seems like a good place to wrap it up now. Oh. Right. How many Ingrams have I got left? Loads. I'm going to leave it there for now. I might be back later for a few hours streaming some Apex, just because I'll be on my own. That's probably what I'll be doing anyway. So, seems like something to do. Right. Let's send out that raid. When Twitch loads up properly, so I can actually get them queued up for myself. Although I'm going to have to kind of get on my dinner. Right. Well, always says channels we think you'll like is like I'm literally following Ace and raid him all the time. What gave you the impression that I like Ace? I wonder. If you're still up at midnight, come wish me good luck. Is that axe throwing stuff? I just finally started dropping frames towards the end, or was that just a... Anyway. Go over to Ace, he's playing Fall Guys, it'll be his community day today. Right, I will see you all later. Maybe actually later. Bye.